Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Asad Yaqub and I am from Lahore, Pakistan. Once again, I welcome you to my general training reading video, and in this video we are solving a test. Now we have reached section 2, the last questions of section 2, questions from 21 to 27, and the question type is short answer questions. In short answer questions, the questions and passage, they are in the same order, right? So let's read the first question. The question is, what is the minimum period? Minimum period, it means there can be the maximum period also and all that. What is the minimum period you must have worked for an employer in order to be eligible for SMP? Now we don't know what is SMP. Okay, now let's read the passage. They say statutory maternity pay, that is SMP, because in question they used SMP. The question is actually, what is the minimum period you must have worked for an employer in order to be eligible for SMP? So SMP is actually statutory maternity pay. So we need to find minimum period. I'm scanning. One is can be paid for up to 39 weeks. No, that's not that. You are entitled to SMP if you've been employed by the same company for at least 26 weeks. At least 26 weeks, and for that we've got must have worked for an employer in order to be eligible. I mean, they are asking what is the minimum period, and that minimum period and at least 26 weeks. So the answer is 26 weeks. Clear? Let's go on. Question number 22. For how long is SMP payable every week as a percentage of your average weekly earning? So how long means duration. For how long is SMP payable every week? Every week for how long? As a percentage of your average weekly earnings. Now let's go on. In the same paragraph you can find this answer as well. As I told you before, in short answer question, questions and passage, they are in the same order. First question, first paragraph you'll find the answer. Second question, second paragraph you'll find the answer, and so on. Okay, I give good examples. So let's go on. For how long is SMP payable every week? There they say you must also be earning an average of at least £87 per week before tax, and the amount you get depends on how much you earn. For 6 weeks, you will receive 90% of your average weekly earnings for 6 weeks. So for how long is SMP payable every week as a percentage of your average weekly earning? For how long? There they say the amount you get depends on how much you earn. For 6 weeks, you will receive 90% of your average weekly earning. So the answer is 6 weeks. For how long is SMP payable every week as a percentage of your average weekly earning? For that they are using 90% of your average weekly earning, and the answer is 6 weeks. Clear? Good. Let's go on. The next question is, what sum is payable every week as the second part of SMP entitlement? What sum is payable? Again, it's the amount. Every week as the second part of SMP entitlement. Let's read on. Then they say, then, now then and second part, they are the same thing. I mean, then means this is the second part. Then you will receive £112.75 per week for the remaining 33 weeks. I read again. Then you will receive. Now then means actually this is the second part. You will receive. So the question is, what sum is payable every week as the second part? What sum is payable? That is £112.75 per week. Per week means every week. So the answer is £112.75. Clear? That's easy, guys, huh? Let's go on. The next is 24. What is the maximum length of time MA is payable? Now we got to find maximum length of time that MA is payable? Let's just see that. MA is maternity allowance. Now the next questions are about MA. First questions were about SMP. So MA. Okay, we need to find what is the maximum length of time. So length of time means it can be weeks and all that. Okay, let's just read on, and we got to find. There they say, I'm reading this paragraph, allowance if you have been employed or self-employed for at least 26 weeks in the 66 weeks before you are due to give birth. You don't have to work for the same employer for those 26 weeks. You also don't have to work full weeks, as part week counts as a full week during the same period. Maternity allowance MA can be paid for up to 39 weeks. Up to, maximum. Up to, maximum, synonyms. Okay, so the question is, what is the maximum length of time MA is payable? Maternity allowance MA can be paid for up to 39 weeks. The answer is 39 weeks. That's right. And they mentioned this thing with SMP, but with 39 weeks, but we need to find MA, maternity allowance. Now the next question is also about maternity allowance. The question is, where can MA forms be obtained? Form is the key word. Where can you get the forms to apply for that? Okay, let's just read on, because this is also about MA. So in the same paragraph we'll find the answer. It is written here, and I'm reading third last line, and is either paid at the same standard rate as SMP or 90% of your average weekly earning. You'll receive whichever amount is the lower. You can find maternity allowance forms where? At antenatal clinics. Antenatal clinics. Forms at, so the statement is, you can find maternity allowance forms at antenatal clinics. Question is, where can MA forms be obtained? Antenatal clinics. Clear? That's easy, huh? Alright, good. Let's go on. Question number 26. Apart from income, what else is considered when assessing how much child tax credit is paid? Now the next paragraph is about child tax credit. Tax credits, right? So the question is, apart from income, what else is considered? They consider two things when they talk about child tax credit. So one is income, the other one, let's just find out. Please follow me. If you're on low income, over 16 and and are responsible for at least one child, you may also be entitled to child tax credit. Okay. Now apart from income, what else do they consider? The amount you get will depend on two things. Now the amount you get will depend on your personal circumstances and income. What's the question? The question is, apart from income, what else is considered when assessing how much child tax credit is paid? And there they say the amount you get will depend on your personal circumstances and income. Income and personal circumstances. So the answer is personal circumstances, as income is already mentioned. Clear? Good, I'm so excited. I can't tell you, I'm feeling so happy. Let's go on. IELTS reading, we'll eat IELTS reading. Okay, don't worry. Question number 27. What are Sure Start maternity payments? The last paragraph is about Sure Start maternity payments. Okay, after getting all the benefits, what are Sure Start maternity payments? Now let's see, what are those payments? There they say, Sure Start maternity payments, if you get benefits or child tax credit because you are on a low income, then you may be entitled to Sure Start maternity payments. These means these payments are. These are individual grants. These are individual grants. These means Sure Start maternity payments are individual grants. Now read the question. What are Sure Start maternity payments? These are individual grants. Now no more than two words. So you can write individual grants, but actually in the answers, in the answer key, they have only written the word grants. That's why we have to follow that carefully. So you will write a plural answer, grants. What are sure start maternity payments? These are individual grants. To me, individual grants is the correct answer because it's written no more than 2 words. But at the end of the book, they have only written grants and there is no bracket word individual. So that's why grants will be the right answer. See guys, with me, IELTS reading will not be a problem. So if you haven't subscribed my channel, now you must subscribe my channel and watch all my videos, and then IELTS will be a piece of cake for you. Okay, that's right. If you like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to comment my video because your comments are my guidelines and I know what to do after reading your comments, what videos I need to make. This video is merely being made after reading a comment which was on my channel. Apart from this, I done another channel, Asad Yaqub Vlogs. You can subscribe to that as well. I have a Facebook page, Asad Yaqub IELTS. You must like my Facebook page as well. There I'll teach you more about IELTS, and I also teach IELTS online. If you want to join my online IELTS classes, my WhatsApp number is given. You can contact me for that. Asad Yaqub wishes you all the best with your IELTS reading. Take good care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.